holistic healing kind of aims at all these 5 aspects of a human being.
Well, you can say that this is the yogic approach of looking at our existence, that we are looking at Annamaya, Pranamaya, Manomaya, Vigyanmaya, and the Anandmaya Kosh. But uh, whenever you say holistic definitely, even in the Western parlance, we call it mind-body medicine.
Yes.
So in Western parlance, we call it mind-body medicine because there is something called as body and there is something called as emotions. And if you leave emotions unattended, in whatever state they are in, then probably you are not treating the body properly.
Okay.
So when you connect these two aspects together, then there are many problems which can be solved by just understanding that there is a connect between what is your emotion and then how your body responds to that.
Okay. This is really amazing because this is what we truly believe in. Also, at least I do, that our emotions, our brain, our mental capabilities, and our physical pain and body are kind of connected. And
Yes.
whatever. So for me, whenever I get stressed, I feel a stomach pain. It's true because that happens even before my exams and everything. So there, I actually started realizing this connection. So the next.
In fact, there are a host of conditions what are now known as stress-induced disorders.
Oh, okay.
So, right from the chronic back pain to diabetes to hypertension to cancer, there are
Okay.
multiple aspects of your mind which are uh, affecting your health on a continuous basis. So it's very important to understand what is the stress pattern, how your body is being affected by that, how you're dealing with your stress, and that is one of the you can say that one of the most intriguing factor which has come in the modern lifestyle, through the modern lifestyle, that we are not physically so much active, and that we are working mainly through our intellectual capabilities. We are working on computers. We could be writers or consultants or doctors or engineers who are not very physically active, and we are not attending to our mind and its emotions. So
Yes.
that is creating a lot of stress-induced disorders, and there is a whole lot of thing called as there is something a new branch of medicine called as psychoneuroimmunology, where you study how your emotion is affecting your autonomic nervous system and how that in fact is affecting your immune functions, how your body is responding to a disease. And this is a new area, like in cancer, this is a very developing area
Okay.
where people are trying to understand what is the connect between your emotions and how you get affected from a chronic inflammatory condition or an autoimmune disorder or a variety of endocrine disorders, or even how you fight infections.
Wow, this is amazing. Thank you actually for addressing this because I couldn't have asked this question because I wasn't aware of it. And this is, I feel, for today, as you said, for the modern lifestyle. I think this should be a major section of why we are facing different disorders, why new things are coming up.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
And that is where it is becoming very important to uh, take into your lifestyle some of these traditional approaches to keep your mind and body balanced. And yoga is one of them, which is very focused on this particular area.
Okay, amazing. So, yes, now taking yoga and the knowledge you have given me, my next question is how can we compare this approach to modern medicine?
In fact, modern medicine is very receptive to this idea because there is no drug interaction with any of these approaches. So when you look at can yoga be applied to a person who is already having a chemotherapy? Yes. Why? Because it didn't affect the chemotherapy.
Okay.
if you give any medicine which is other than what is already being given, then that interacts. But here in yoga and naturopathy, whatever you do is not going to interact with that medicine, right? So that is
Yes.
very easy to combine with modern medicine in any setting, whether it is in the prevention or in the long term management of chronic disorders, or even those people who are already terminal patients, who are in pain, agony, and their life is very limited. Even in those people, to induce the spiritual factor, the emotional factors, if you start managing it, so it's useful for patients across all kinds of problems which people are facing, medical conditions, chronic stress disorders. So allopathy is very receptive to this idea. Actually, one of the oldest research centers in India, which started in yoga, that started at All India Institute of Medical Science.
Okay. Wow.
Um, Similarly, the world's most reputed Harvard Medical School has the Mind Body
Yes.
Institute, integrative medical centers. So people are very receptive to this idea that how can you integrate some of these best practices into modern medicine and help uh, solve some of those conditions which are very difficult for the modern medicine to actually independently look at.
What are the different techniques for naturopathic medicine? So I think we did touch in the beginning, but if you can go a little in depth to kind of segregate the different techniques here.
Yeah, actually, what we say is that 50% of naturopathic medicine is your lifestyle. Lifestyle management, the correction of your lifestyle patterns is 50% of what naturopathy is. Like, we make you responsible, we make you informed of what is required to be done in your life, and accordingly you change your diet, change your sleep patterns, your stress management, your physical activity, your daily routine, how you sit, and how you adopt a posture. So these are very important aspects of the naturopathic medicine management. Then comes what are the treatments which we do. So one of the major approaches of naturopathic medicine is detoxification. That is, your body is infested with a lot of toxins on a continuous basis, and if you can get rid of those toxins from your body starts working better. So one of the major approaches of naturopathy is detox. That whatever is unwanted in your body, just get rid of it. And there are natural processes to do it. Food and fasting, juicing. These are some of the approaches. But we also have hydrotherapy, where we do colon wash. So we remove the toxins from your colon. Then we induce sweating, where you can lose toxins from your sweat, and activating your kidney and other best disposal organs in your body. So definitely, detox is one prime aspect of naturopathy. Then the next aspect is that how do you uh, improve the circulation, because circulation is the primary aspect through which your body gets nutrition, the oxygen, the various nutrients reach to the different parts of your body, cells and tissues, through an active circulation. So if you can activate your circulation and make it better, then definitely the healing process gets helped. So we use a lot of natural methods, like hot and cold applications, which are part of hydrotherapy. So water is the medium through which the temperature is applied to your body, depending on what we want to achieve, whether in the small parts or the larger part. And one very interesting aspect of that is what's called as um, heating compress. Heating compress is basically a cold compress which is applied to a small part of your body where the circulation gets better because your body reacts to the temperature. And that is one very I think widely used naturopathic techniques other than hip baths and spinal baths and immersion baths which we use, steam baths which we use. But I think this is the most healing of all hydrotherapy treatment, the cold compress. And then we have, for pain relief, we use the physical treatments, including electrotherapy. Uh, we use acupuncture for a lot of conditions, including neurological conditions. Uh, and then for psychological and stress borne disorders, I think the most useful thing which we use is yoga and various aspects of yoga, including meditation, mindfulness, breathing practices, uh, and relaxation response methods. And then we have manipulative medicine, where we physically manipulate the body tissues, muscles, ligaments, joints, and part of that is also like spinal manipulation techniques. So this is across the world. Uh, Manipulation or manipulative therapies are the part of naturopathic methods. Uh, and and now actually the yoga and naturopathy is combined into almost any special care, whether from childbirth to old age.
Yes.
Every set of population, we are applying yoga and naturopathy techniques in various forms, sometimes in combination with the modern medicine, and sometimes completely independent. Like for metabolic disorders, you don't need any combination. Like for diabetes reversal, or for obesity, or for various kinds of dyslipidemia, or so for these, actually what is most important is the dietary regulation.
Okay.
So once you start correcting the diet and understand how your body functions, how your body receives nutrition, and how your body expels the toxins, then actually that you have solved the problem, more
Okay.
or less. But whenever we see that there is an interaction between body and mind, and when we combine these techniques together, then the results are profound, and they are not just helping in that particular condition, but also improving your total well-being. You are actually adding on to your health. You are actually building your health. You are not just getting rid of your disease.
Okay, this was really helpful. Thank you so much for answering this question. We have